survive the lane. I feel like Casantes have been doing better and better into the Rumble over time. But then, you know, once you build some AD, build some armor, there's a Xin Zhao, a Yone, and a Varus that you're going to not be too worried about, especially if it's lethality Varus. And we'll be able to go for a bit of a reset here, and like you say, with the home guard, means that he will not miss anything. We'll have some time to do a little jig while he makes his way back to lane at the same time. Well, Cousin BDD coming on over to grab themselves some grubs. They'll at least be able to get the first one. It looks like they are going to collect all of them pretty comfortably. It was in trade for the Dragon. They did go over to Gen.G earlier. They do have a mountain to their name. Next one going to be an ocean. We'll have a look at what the Seoul is going to be. What are we feeling? That's all right. Ghost Enduro, supporter combat.
I think there was that game that...
Do you notice as well, Ghost is playing Beryl's skin? All right, Chovy looking for the combo here as Cuz going to turn up, but that is a great quickness. BDD still alive somehow, holding on for so long. Finally, Chovy gets over there and finds an auto attack, and down will go BDD for first blood. As under the turret they go, but Ghost is going to be able to walk his way out. Man, that was almost comical with the fact that BDD survived for so long, but and now they'll just take Dragon as well.
Yeah. And BDD already low, especially when you're against... Oh, TP's coming in.
Yeah, a lot of teleports from coming all over the place. As there's a seismic shove, does collect a couple of them. Is now Duro getting thrown to the side, but cease and desist is not going to do much of anything at all, and Ghost is just going to die. It is 2 into the blender, and Gen.G now 3 on the board, and a 4,000 gold lead with 2 Drakes to their name. And man, Cloud Soul, chef's kiss. You love to see it.
I was locked in. I was focused, but I just feel like Gen.G so much more coordinated and and both AD carries are spot. This has been the common thing now, are going triple tonic and cashback.
Cease and desist onto Ruler. They will be able to catch him out, and there is Aiming collecting himself a bit more money.
Nice pickup. Kind of touch and go with a key, not 100% needed. But I think he was just scared of Cassante getting in range, so I think maybe did have to, but either way, able to shake off the gank.
Not able to find too much of a target, but it's Soul Point on the table, and Gen.G, I think, are just able to take it.
Yeah, it was such a scrappy engage from KT, but they just weren't quite able to find Ruler. I feel like that was their target. Weren't able to connect onto him, and as a result, Gen.G's able to push forwards and take the Dragon, and now looking for mid-tier 1.
Yeah, Rift Herald going to be utilized as well as Chovy comes in. There's the ulti sidestepped really nicely, and there's the combo. Chovy punished, and the turret is going to finish him off. Aiming collects that kill. Cease and desist now onto Duro, as in the meantime in the bot lane, Perfect in trouble. He'll be taken down, but Duro dies as well. So cross map, it is a 2-for-1.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get anything more, if they can get the turret in return, but I think it's still a bit healthy. I guess Ruler can't walk up, but he can't clear the wave from distance. No, I think he's zoned off too far, goes to the Hex Splash. I think they should just get this.
Yep. Crystalline Overgrowth also helping them out there, so that is going to be that extra plate. And with the cannon, still doing just fine. 1.8k about ahead of BDD in this game, and Gen.G holding on to their advantage with now a Soul Point alongside it. But Cease and Desist comes down onto Canyon. Equalizer in once again, and Cuz has to deal with that one. Gets the big old shield though, and down goes Canyon with no response from Gen.G. And that is going to provide even more respite here for KT.
Yeah,
clawing their way back.
Chovy's a menace in the side lane, and the problem is Perfect has cloth armor and no other armor at all.
As KT get control of the wave, as the Dragon has been started off here by Gen.G. It's very healthy though. They are more healthy than they were in the past. As Ghost still has the Unbreakable Will, but he might need to use it a little bit earlier than he'd otherwise want to, as the Dragon continuing to get taken down. As BDD looking for an angle, doesn't find the flick back, as the wall is now going to dissipate. As Duro wants to get in there. The Equalizer goes down. Not a lot of joy with that one, as there is Ghost being cleansed quite nicely, as they're into the blender. Chovy gets into the backline, and Ruler takes down the cow. But look at these health bars melt. Gen.G somehow keep themselves alive, as the carries from KT, they just couldn't finish anyone off. BDD's taken out, and there is Keen with the burn. It is somehow a clean ace.
Mixed fight happens. BDD and Aiming just weren't able to participate because this Rumble was just running them down the whole time. Keen getting so much value in that fight. And also the poke from Ruler, a lot of threat of the hip. I mean, I say the poke from Ruler, also the harpoons from Keen. We saw what happened to Ghost earlier. the attrition that's coming in, I feel like KT at some point just have to engage, but like onto who? Ruler has the spell shield as well. Oh, they're Joby.
Yeah, going for the block there. Cuz, good position, and he is just going to be thrown into... Yeah, thrown around like a ragdoll.
That's a good target. Yeah. And now looking to maybe engage on the top side. Look at Cuz and BDD on the flank.
Yep, getting over there. There is a control ward in position, but the rest of KT, they have a man advantage. Let's see whether they can make something happen. Chains of Corruption does not land. Canyon might be the sacrificial Xin Zhao as he's taken down low already. Perfect, just trying to hold them at bay as the rest of KT are closing in. Equalizer is great though. Let's see whether Gen.G can turn it around. Already aiming is taken out, but Canyon has to sacrifice himself for it. Perfect, keeping himself alive as Keen goes golden, and he's got the flame spitter out. Cuz is still so dangerous, so is Keen. Flashes on top of BDD, and this Rumble is just too strong, even in a 4 versus 5. Gen.G are too good.
Keen just runs them down. He did aiming as well. He got CC'd and he just ran at him and just cooked him. Every fight is just impossible for KT's carries because they're just getting toasted by Keen.
He's cooking. He is certainly cooking. Joby going to be able to take down this inner turret as well, and all of a sudden, it's an 11,000 gold lead.
You know, I think as well, the fact it's a Cloud Soul, you know, you often have the phase rush on the Rumble. Haven't 45. You know,
oh, there we go.
Maybe just flip the Elder. Yeah. I think Gen.G should not flip the Elder.
Well, they might, as Duro possibly in an awkward position here as the equalizer goes down. Perfect is very, very dead, and Duro with the quickness is just hunting down members of KT. Aiming gets charmed up. The Ghost has to flash to get himself out of the way, and I don't know whether that's going to be enough to keep him alive. And it is not, as Ruler picks up the double. There's Chains of Corruption as well to lock down 3 for Gen.G, and BDD's getting the heck out of dodge.
That was a great call, BDD.
Yes.
You know, keep going to the base. Yeah, great call from Gen.G. Don't flip the Elder. Just kill them. It's that simple.
It's a good way to do it. They could go back to the Elder now, or they could kill the Nexus. It's either of those choices that they have available to them. Yeah, smorgasbord of options. Not so many on the side of KT.
But then Ruler ends up, I think, predicting... Oh.
All right, got a little bit of an engagement here as BDD took most of his health bar in damage. The Elder, though, in the meantime, is just going down lower and lower. Treasure Barrage! So close, but no cigar. Perfect is going to get eaten by a gigantic dragon from the sky. No, never mind. He's just going to get cooked
run
by Keen as, yeah, Cuz also just getting chipped down. Goes, no, he's like, no! My teammates will not die before me! And that may be the case, as, never mind, oh, Cuz, burning, still trying to go for it here, as nice double pulverize, bit of a zoning.
Oh my god, the damage.
Seismic shove is, yeah, that's just kind of ridiculous, as Canyon's going to be able to help take down Ghost there. Perfect, still dead for a while as well, as KT, they are circling the drain well and truly. I hope the comms are all about what they're going to do in game number 2, and probably being pretty happy that there is going to be no Rumble in that game.
Yeah.
Because in this game, Keen kind of took over and there was nothing that they could do.
Yeah, the money printer Rumble goes hard.
It certainly does. As there's the knock-up onto Cuz. Oh, the Dragon almost got mad at him, but he's on the fountain, so that's going to help him stay alive. It may not be the same for the Nexus, though, as they have some respawning members, and Equalizer goes down as, oh my goodness, Gen.G just trying to pad the stats here a little bit as, oh my god, the Hungry Dragon is able to take down Cuz. A double kill here for Ruler as he's sniping them on the fountain, bobbing for apples here at the end of the game. Just kill the Nexus, guys, come on. As Ruler is going to go down, and that is going to spell the end of the game. Gen.G 1-0 over KT. That's almost 4 times as much as what Perfect was able to do. And of course, I mean, a Cassante is just not going to do that much damage. But Keen just kind of ran the whole game.
Yep.
There's not much more we can say. We have generations of League of Legends here in front of us. Don't know whether generations is quite correct, as of course, you know, we're dealing with a little bit less time than that, but that's fine. It's what it feels like. Polenta and Lemon.
You can just keep landing Qs, and you know it's just going to get worse and worse. So now Ruler's not in a position he can really walk up, and he needs to stack up his passive to really trade. You know, you're all about the base trades as the Ziggs. You also have TP, so you can have...
Oh, flash out here from BDD as in they go. The egg is now down as Canyon just trying to protect the egg as best he can. And KT are going to be able to pick up first blood for BDD. Canyon will be able to answer with a kill on to the Rise. But still, first blood money over to BDD. Good to be able to talk about that again. And that is high value.
Chovy playing a little bit aggressive. We just have Duro to back him up.
Yep. And Polo is going to have to flash, get out of the way.
Why you don't want to play Nautilus into Nivea.
Well, it's also why you don't want to be keen right now, as Hook didn't connect onto Canyon as well, as Polo is likely to die because everyone's distracted by Keen, who is still alive somehow. There's the Realm Warp getting BDD out of there, though, as the rest of Gen.G now going to move around. Zombie Scion helping out here as well, as another great wall comes through. That's the end of Cuz, as now Perfect.
Can they find BDD?
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did. As the Glacial Storm, as Rune Prison comes on through, BDD wanting to give that kill over to Duro, and will be able to do so, and there it is. Perfect, just looking to try and crocodile his way out in Gen.G, but BDD is a fair way away, no Ghost available either, so should mean that Gen.G will be able to just take down this Dragon. Duro with eyes on where Cuz is.
Man, Duro's so fair.
I hope
We're not gonna have a fun time.
I hope it was actually Polo's decision and he wasn't just like forced into this, because it's really not looking like a whole lot of fun. Continuing to do so here as well as Polo with the Aftershock, but he is just going to get publicly executed as, okay, Cuz going on forward, looking for a bit of an angle here. Is BDD able to fire out a lot of damage? Mega Inferno Bomb avoided majoritively, but BDD will be able to grab the kill onto Duro. And Keen allowed to live this time around as Ruler and Aiming once again fighting this one out.
Are doing stuff. Aiming also contributing with the ult.
Yeah, and actually doing okay in the 1v1 here in this lane as well. As BDD is almost just dead as he...
Oh, he missed it!
Oh, the flash, and Chovy is able to lock down the kill there. Somehow had enough mana and has a catalyst, so that's probably why.
Used to be able to kill a lot more of the tower compared to now.
Very frustrating when there are Ziggs nerfs and you're on a cast with Orcs.
Tragic.
Absolutely. Some water balloons being thrown around here as Duro taking a fair bit of damage. There's the flash in from Cuz as they're looking to try and take down the rail. Somehow it's her that takes this dragon, and Cuz trying to get some work done, but he's just dead to the Anivia as Chovy taking control of the battlefield. Another fantastic ulti out from Canyon, though, is now Aiming. Now that they've closed the gap, he is very, very dead. Ruler probably wanted that kill, but it's going to go over to the Ambessa. 3-0-3 for Canyon now in this game.
Their tread's also great because they give the shield and the tenacity, but if you want to like run out of the ult, the swiftness could be decent too.
Might be an angle.
But finishing your boots, definitely solid. Oh, this was originally the intention for the character. Like, this is a person we were so set on, but they turned it down and we went for this person, and you just couldn't imagine their original intent.
Yeah. As, all right, we got a bit of a fight brewing here as Duro going down low, but so is Polo, who is continuing to have a bad time. There is another wall to make his life just unbearable. As now Perfect does get in there with that Dominus popped, and there is the public execution. Oh my goodness, BDD down already, Cuz so far away from the fight is Perfect, getting so much work done. My God, this crocodile is gigantic. Everyone on Gen.G just flashing away, but they flash to safety and keep themselves alive. Aiming with nothing left in the tank, and he is the last man standing. Gen.G win once again.
Yeah, it was a good effort, honestly, by Perfect, trying to do the most... Oh, Chovy? Well, he's egged. Oh, he's not. He actually, yeah. Keen maybe some Roa healing might have actually saved him. Keen doesn't need Roa healing. He's just a tank.
He is. Polo also he hit the hook, and then it was the then what type scenario, and they didn't quite have an answer to that one.
I think the real lesson here, different vibes, right?
Yeah, massively different. I mean, game one, it's like Keen 800%.
And then, but I feel like Duro was also great in game one.
Oh, true.
But then game two, it's like Canyon Chovy.
But, you know, theoretically, there is the ability.
Oh, Polar!
Oh, he lived! Okay! Flash and try! Oh, never mind. Duro is just going to murder him. What the heck was that? That was a very weird interaction. Never you mind, as now Gen.G with a man advantage, but Canyon's very, very low. There's Mega Inferno Bomb as well as they're trying to do the damage here to Ruler. Oh my goodness, the CC is disgusting, but BDD does get a fair bit of damage down. Perfect, unfortunately, not able to do enough, and Gen.G just so good at controlling the battlefield. Ruler, the only casualty in the fight, and that will mean Baron goes down for Gen.G, and they can use that to push, potentially for the win. And KT, like, they wanted to kill Ruler, and you know what? They did.
They succeeded at that, so credit to them.
Well, Gen.G killed Cuz. They did do that as well. As now Aiming, also potentially in a whole bunch of... Oh, that was sick from Keen. Give that man the POM. He deserves it. It's a double kill for the Scion. And yeah, BDD does now have said shoes completed. There that is. It's not going to matter too much as now Perfect dives in on top of Canyon. Canyon not looking too bothered by it as he just kills BDD. There is the ulti as Polo has now provided himself as the target.
Damage.
Why is Canyon's health bar so high?
He doesn't take damage.
He's still just dashing around. Polo's going to die as an afterthought. And yeah, Perfect realizing that he needs to just try and slice his way out of here. There's a Hextech Soul-Ox! And that means that Perfect is going to need a little bit more, but he will be able to get back to the fountain and keep himself alive.
He's not a handbag yet.
All right, well, let's see where the Canyon is at. He's not killable.
Guys,
he's not killable.
He's just not killable. He's 4 levels up on Cuz.
What?
He's 4 levels up
I'm so bothered. I mean, I kind of thought that Ambessa now, you know, after a year, is kind of okay. You know, she's an okay spot. It's not the case at all. Now I know why they banned the Ambessa instead of the Rumble in game number 1.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Perfect and Polo, both of them just having the worst time. And the worst part is, it's still, I mean...
But he still hit him when he got the Hextech slot. It was pretty great. It was pretty cool. It was pretty slick.
But maybe Canyon's going to recency bias his way towards it as... Oh, here's the train to the PLM! As in goes Keen, aiming so dead so quickly. Ruler's going to finally get himself another kill in this game.
If we're going by recency bias, that train was the last thing I've seen.
Exactly. There we go, Ox. We've sorted it out. POM for Keen. Phenomenal Scion play in this game. As KT, there is just no... It's almost a 20,000 gold lead.
Wait, look at Polu. Look at Polu.
Polu's trying to have a good time, and it's just not happening. Into the blender once again as the Crocodile is also taken down. BDD and Cuz on their fountain, but it's a triple kill for Ruler. There are 2 members in the fountain here. Everyone quickly dive. Give him the Penta. It looks like Gen.G are not really interested in that as towers are going down. Oh, they're actually going in. They're looking for it. Cuz gonna get taken out, but it's Keen that gets the kill. And that is going to cement his POM for me. That is my vote going over to the Scion 100%. And Gen.G will finish playing with their food and take down KT into 2-0 fashion. I don't mind the Canyon POM either. I think he had a very good series.
Chovy had a great game too. If it was player of the game, I think Chovy game 2. Oh, strong 100%. Argument. But, you know.
It'd just be Keen and Chovy, and then we get the Keen and Chovy interview, and it'd be easy.